Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm back with another sit down video. We are here outside relaxing in Los Angeles and I really felt compelled to make this video. I've been planning on making a video like this for such a long time, talking about mental health, talking about self-care, talking about pampering and just how important it is to take care of yourself. A lot of you guys always comment and DM and ask me how I do it, and the truth is it's a learning experience just to find out what works for you and how to really honestly take care of yourself. And I feel like it's something that we're not taught in school, or we're taught by our parents sometimes, but you kind of learn through life. So if I can make this video and share with you guys what I do when we're going through a mental breakdown or things are getting really hard with me and Cartia, hopefully this helps one of you guys. So if you want to know what my routine is and how I get through some of the hardest parts of my life, here it is. So the first step in my routine is honestly thinking about Cartia. She is the first thing I think about all the time, and she's just a huge part in taking care of myself, because as a mom you're just kind of go all the time, and when things truly happen and you're really stressed out and you're just kind of overexerting yourself, it's so important to let someone watch her, or while she's sleeping to just take time for myself instead of taking time to just work while she's sleeping. I feel like I definitely learned the hard way that as a mom you want to put your kids first, and that is so good and so natural, but it doesn't mean that you have to put yourself last, because if you're just doing that the whole time you're really gonna burn out and it's gonna lead to cycles of mental breakdowns, and that's just not fun for anyone, and it ends up hurting you as a mom more. So to be honest, a lot of my self-care happens once she's asleep, normally for the night, or during a 2-hour nap is a really good time to just take some time for myself. And you're definitely gonna hear her in the background of this video because right now she is playing outside. This is self-care right now, is making this video for you guys. What you doing? Oh, you got sunblock?
Mask?
Mask? You want me to spray you?
Mask?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like as a mom I'm definitely really good at internalizing when bad things happen, because there's no way. You gonna sit in my lap for this? Cartia. Yes. Basically, there's no way to actually deal with some of the negative emotions you feel during the day since you're just on mom mode. So I'm good at bottling it up and dealing with it later, but sometimes you just you just end up bottling it up way too much and it just manifests in bad ways. So step 2 of my pamper routine is to plan. I feel like when life is falling apart and just things feel really out of your control, it's nice to feel like you have control. So I feel like people can associate this with a lot of bad coping mechanisms where you can just feel like you're in control, but a really good one is to just draw out your week, draw out your day, draw out your month, and prioritize things. What needs to get done and what can wait. And you definitely need to insert yourself on your schedule. So how this one I feel like definitely relates to me, is that Brian coming out? Yep,
oh, sorry.
Is. So how this one I feel like relates to me the most is that I feel like I have to be the mom and the dad, since I'm the one, caring for Cartia all the time. You're just about to hear a very girly chat.
What's it about?
Self-care. So basically, as being the mom and the dad, I feel like I have to be in control and do a million things at once all the time. So definitely just planning out and getting a sense of control by mapping out your day, your week, and your month, and prioritizing those things helps me so much. So you guys saw a little bit of this in my nighttime routine video, but just like lighting a candle and taking a shower alone without Cartia is a huge part of my self-care routine. And a lot of you guys have asked about my hair care and just what I use, so I thought it'd be a great opportunity to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is Function of Beauty. They make customizable shampoos and conditioner for your hair. You can pick the color, you can pick the scent, you can pick what kind of hair you have, so that no formula is the same for everybody. All you have to do is fill out a 2-minute quiz outlining your hair type, your hair goals, and personal preferences, and then you can just choose a completely customizable plan. There's no sulfates, parabens, or anything nasty in there. And honestly, I love doing sponsorships with brands that I believe in and I actually use and I think actually help me in some way. Click the link down below to get 20% off your first order. I am so happy with the results on my naturally red hair that has been colored and heat processed, as you guys have seen. So as little as it sounds, having a good shampoo or just using good products that make you feel confident is just so huge in taking care of yourself. So the next 2 things I want to talk about I also like to do are listening to music and reading books. I feel like just drawing inspiration from anything that's like aesthetically pleasing to you is such a huge way to just ground yourself and kind of get out of whatever current situation you're dealing with that you feel like might be the end of the world. So reading a book that inspires you, or tells a story, or maybe teaches you something new. Honestly,
I'm trying to keep
this
her quiet.
no, this is Cartia. This is my life. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I mean, just hanging out with Cartia always is a really good way to ground myself, but sometimes when I'm too burnt out, it doesn't work out that way. Going to the park or cuddling her or just doing something that's out of our routine, like traveling. You guys have seen that I do that a lot. So since traveling isn't always an option for everybody, and it definitely isn't for me all the time, going outside and just going into nature is another one of my favorite things to do when we just feel like we're all cooped up inside the house or cooped up inside a mindset. And it's free just to go for a walk and to go to the park or just do something different. The next thing I like to do is listen to good music. I personally like to listen to classical music or any music with a good meaning to it. I want to emphasize the fact that I feel like a lot of us feel like the answer is just grinding. The grind never stops, and it ends with you putting yourself last a lot of the time, and I feel like I want to emphasize that's not the point, and it can hurt you more in the long run. My dad always calls it paying yourself first, is just honestly going to the gym, going on a walk, eating right, feeling good, doing things for yourself in balance so that you never actually have to deal with mental breakdowns and burnout. You just function as a better human overall. So as much as I would like to take bullets for Cartia, it doesn't mean that I have to put myself last and kind of be a martyr in some of these situations. If you guys feel that way, since I get a lot of DMs from people going through things, and as much as I want to reply to every single one of you, I reply to a lot of you. I feel like making a video like this would be just so much more helpful for me to reach out and give you advice and give you a little inspiration, because we all go through hard times. I think that is the thing that we all have in common, and just sharing what works for me hopefully can help one of you guys. Share what works for you with people around you. Everybody is going through something that you don't know about. I really hope you guys love this video. Thank you again to Function of Beauty for sponsoring it and making this video possible to just share with you guys something that I typically wouldn't make a video about, but I feel like it's just so important to talk about. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed Cartia in the background, and we'll see you guys in our next video. This is what you didn't see.
I try to keep her quiet, guys. I'm sorry.
It does the job.